Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Forza Motorsport. Today we're gonna be playing some new 20th anniversary tour. So each week for the next 7 weeks a new tour will be unlocking. This week we have a Forza Motorsport 1. So hopefully we're gonna see some annotations to the beginning of the franchise. We're gonna race. The next event is at Fujimi Kaido, so I'm gonna be going through all 4 races during this video. Next week, Thursday, Friday, there's gonna be another video and another, and so on. Obviously, leave a like under this video, make a comment if you enjoyed it. That obviously makes a lot of difference because it tells me what you guys enjoying, what you guys enjoy watching, and I'll be making more and more videos of this sort of. So relax, sit down and enjoy me racing through Spirit of Forza Motorsport Championship. Right.
To embrace the covers of Forza Motorsport, forever seared into Forza's legacy. The NSX, the Fair Lady Z, the R8, the 458 Italia, the P1. Each redefined their segment and put their competition on notice. And like Forza Motorsport, they combine technology, performance, and passion. So whether it's your first lap or a nostalgic return, hit the track and rediscover the thrill of these epic machines, where dreams are driven.
Alright, so we have a choice of, well, actually, sorry, it's not a choice. It's basically the same car. I don't know why it's twice, because it's feature and it's Honda. Okay, so we can just pick one car, that's fine, and just buy it. Purchase, what color should we go for? This one. Oh, like the, I like to go for manufacturer's colors. I like the yellow one, it stands out. Still got enough money to buy it. I can't believe it's been already 20 years since the last, since the beginning of Forza Motorsport franchise. So we're gonna be racing on Fujimi Kaido, 1 lap. Expert rules, gonna keep it at that. We might change some performance. We have a bit of it. Yeah, I think the speed is alright. I think the handling needs improving majorly because that's quite low. Let's stick some better tires on it. There you go. So we not go over the limit. Okay, I'm gonna need to change this. Okay. We can actually install bigger rear tires, that's fine. Alright, let's see if we can put a little bit more. No, change this, no. Can't really make much more difference here. Right, I think that would be good. Finish upgrade, get some more points. Right, and let's continue. Fujimi Kaido. 144 turns, over 10-mile long track. It has been added with the latest update, May update. Very exciting. You could already see a video on the channel me driving around this track. It's very technical. Obviously this track mostly for drifting, but I did enjoy the race as well. It's very technical, very hard as well. Now we won't be doing any practice. I will be skipping practice. There's absolutely no point of me doing this. We're gonna change the fuel to last us just over 1 lap. We can't change. We're gonna skip practice. I know we're not gonna get anything, but so be it. Go to the race. Obviously that doesn't give us much indication where we can start. Let's start from the 10th. We'll see how it is. Remember, we're gonna have 3 more races to improve our position in the championship. If we fail, well, happens. But yeah, 3 more races in the championship. Even if this one doesn't end up very well for us, I'm sure we can improve it on different tracks. It will be probably easier to overtake. This one is quite hard to overtake, especially with AI positioning themselves pretty well in the corners. I experienced that in the previous races around Fujimi Kaido. It's quite hard. It's hard until you go past midpoint of the track. It's very hard. You have to push through the pack, and you might get some penalty points against your name, so bear that in mind, obviously. So there we have it, finally loaded. Fujimi Kaido. I'm gonna disappear from the screen and reappear once we cross the finish line. Just gonna go race straight away. 10 cars in front of us, 9 cars in front of us. Will be a tough race. Not everyone is the same car. I thought it was a specs race, but it's not. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite cam? For me, it's this one. Straight on the hood is probably the best one for me. It gives the speed and the size of the car the best for me, so I know how much space I'm taking and I can see the speed a bit best. Try not to crash into people. I don't wanna push my way through. I want to actually race with AI, but I noticed that with this update, this recent update, the AI has been improved slightly. They do cover the corners very well, and it's actually quite hard to overtake without pushing yourself through. I mean, I could force myself through them, but that will get some penalty points, penalty seconds, like now. Good thing about Fujimi Kaido is if you're gonna be on the inside, on the outside of one corner, like the next corner is gonna be on the inside, so you can take that into your strategy. Right, we are 6th and we're chasing the pack. Check how this car looks in the inside. Love it. Steering wheel on the right side as it is in Japan. The same is in UK, obviously. So much quieter. That's why I like driving from the hood. You can hear the sounds, and that's probably my favorite cam. Right, we're coming up to this 5th place. The back, because my radar shows a lot of cars, but they must be obviously lower than me, so that's why the radar is just going bonkers. We're going uphill here, so we're losing a lot of speed, but the second part of the track is going downhill, so that's where we're gonna be taking the positions from AI, hopefully. In a multiplayer, this track's gonna be all about qualifying. If you have your track position right, I think you're gonna do very well. If you qualify in the top 3, you have a high chance to win the race, but if you below that, I think it's gonna be really hard to go through the whole pack and score a win or score a podium. Well, the first guy is all 10 seconds in front of us, so that's a massive amount. It's gonna be really hard to catch up to that. Maybe we started a bit too further away from the top. Taking into consideration the track layout, on a different track this might have been easier. Because we're not shaving off any time. And now we finally started shaving off some time as soon as I said it. So we definitely have a faster car. Oh come on, we're on the inside and he just drove into us. Beautiful GTR in front of us. As soon as we have some space to speed up, we're gaining quite a lot. It's the up here that kills us really. We've still got quite a bit of a lap ahead of us, so we've still got a lot of chance to overtake, even not if we do this. I'll try to overtake on the outside. So I feel like this guy just slows me down quite a lot. And now we're going down. My meter will be a little bit faster than the other guys. honestly like going back to Forza now and then. I haven't been playing for over a month, I think since March update, but I'm glad I'm back now. Hopefully there'll be some more meaningful updates coming in the next couple of months as well. This one was pretty good one, this other was pretty good. I wish we could access... Oh, I got a penalty. What a shame. Okay. I wish we could access all the previous tours. I don't understand why they are only limited to time. I mean, what stops them from just putting them out there and us being able to do them whenever we wish for? We might actually win this race, which is pretty good. Didn't expect that, to be honest with you. Not after how the first half of the race went. So we didn't crash at the end. And there we have it. A win! Alright, fantastic start to the first straight race. 9 minutes 24 seconds, 1 penalty. Oops. But we won the race. Pretty much being at the back all the time, all the Mazdas, Nissans. Is there another Honda at all? No, there's no Honda. I'm the only Honda. It's fine for me. Right, I will see you in a second in the next race, which will be in Maple Valley. So I will see you at the start line there. Right, it's race number 2, Maple Valley, 5 laps, cloudy, only 2.99 miles. I did a practice run and I know that we are pretty fast in this car around traditional track, so we're gonna position ourselves 10th again. I'm quite confident I will be able to achieve first place, or at least be at on the podium. Just gonna change the fuel. That's already set to 6 laps. That's good. Right, let's have a good race. Hopefully no penalty this time. Will be probably much faster around traditional track like this one, comparing to Fujimi Kaido, because we can massively speed up. As you can see, I'm already third. This car has exactly the same livery, no unusual, and we are first after a couple of corners. We get a penalty, but honestly, where I was supposed to go. In between them was the best place. This might be quite an uneventful race, fortunately. We should have started even higher than that. can see that we are already ahead of the whole pack quite easily on the first lap. 4 more laps to go. There's no mandatory pit stop or anything, so you can kind of do whatever you want from now on. But this Honda is very, very close. I mean, they're closing up. Now that's what that's what I mean by saying that they improved AI a bit. Now, I don't think in the past this would have happened. Once I overtake AI, they will just go a few seconds behind me and never reappear. They're obviously much slower on the beginning corners of this race, but later on, when they can carry on much more speed than I do. As you can see now, he's gaining, and he's only 0.9. Likely there is a turn left, right and left again, where I can take some advantage of that. But the car behind me is much faster than I am in a straight line. At the timings, he's 1.5 behind me, and at the end of the straight,
Three more.
still 1.4. Right, so in the previous lap he was much faster going from the straight. I must have made a mistake or something, because he didn't catch up this time, which is good. We don't want them to catch up too much. It's third lap, very good, but still not a massive advantage. Like how easy I went to the front, how easy I caught up with the first one and overtook him. I thought I'm gonna have a really easy race, but in here I have to stay focused constantly. He's right there. Still pushing, and don't forget I got a penalty of half a second penalty, so we need to be at least half a second in the front. Currently we're doing our best lap. Help us quite a lot. So that was our best lap so far. 1:46.2. He's still there. He's only 1 second behind. I need to be really focused on the last 2 laps. Because if he goes below half a second, he'll win the race. He's very close. So then we need to do some defending. I actually never played Forza Motorsport 1. I started my journey with FM from Motorsport 2 on 360. And I remember, for me, that was like I never played this kind of games before, and this was like my first introduction to this kind of semi-sims. It was quite hard at the beginning. Obviously I was blown away by the level of details, the graphic fidelity in when that game came out. I think I played it in 2006. But my favorite Forza for me personally was FM4. I think that was it was a pinnacle of Xbox 360 Forza. Alright, we are in troubles. Oh, this is a different car, so the other car had a crash or something, because a Honda that was behind us is not there anymore. I didn't notice this. But it's a different car now, and they are only 0.7 ahead. 1.2, okay, good. We must have messed up a couple of turns. Right, we're gonna be first, hopefully. I don't mess up this corner. I did mess it up once in my life. Twice. Right, so that was it. First place, Maple Valley. Again, one penalty. Mazda RX-7. I'm not gonna go back, but what happened to the guy that was there previously? He had a crash or something? Must have. Well, that might have been the Ferrari actually, because Ferrari went down quite a lot. I'm not so sure. I'm surprised that there are cars here with Class A, since I'm Class B and I'm restricted by that. Oh well. Alright, we are leading the championship at the moment, which is really good. The next race will take us to Laguna Seca, 5 laps again. And I will see you on the starting line. And welcome back, race number 3. This time we're racing again on Raceway Laguna Seca, again 5 laps. 2.24 miles. We have been upgraded to Class A now, so I took a full advantage of that, and hopefully we will see some good racing again. Gonna go straight to race, no practice, starting from 10th, just because in the last race I think we were quite lucky to get there so quickly to the front, and at the end of the race we were quite struggling. We were very close to actually losing the race because of that penalty from the beginning. So yeah, second race, 5 laps again, and I will see you at the finish line. So as mentioned, I've upgraded the car to Class A. We are much faster now, have better handling, but so is everyone else around us. We lost position and we gained it back. As you can see, it's much harder than Maple Valley. More sharp turns out of the straight. I'm not yet sure how fast we are in a straight line. I think we are very similar to the rest of the pack. It's got a lot of Corvettes, Vipers. I need to push myself in, sorry, I'm gonna get a penalty for that. Yep,
Penalty is 0.5
half a second
seconds.
again. I think there's no race at the moment, I'm not getting that. This penalty system must be harsher, because in the past you were able just to do that and you were right. So this race definitely a bit harder than the previous one. We are third on the second lap, but we're still going pretty strong, pretty strong. Obviously winning this race will mean that we're winning the championship. The fourth race will be just a pleasure. We won't need to necessarily win it. Oh, I cut the corner massively now. No penalty, okay. This system is pretty good if you cut the corner, but you don't get any advantage, like I didn't. You most probably not gonna get any penalty, which is pretty good. That's something that definitely works at Forza. Right, we were so close to the second one, and because of that one corner, we're still there. We're still quite far away. Seem to be losing a bit of concentration here, I think. This should have been much easier. We're still within the reach of first place, so that's good. We've still got 2.5 laps to go. I really hope that with other parts of this tour, so for the 2, 3 and 4, as they're spanning across multiple months, because I think for the Motorsport 7 championship unlocks mid-June, we will maybe see another track, hopefully. I would love to see Prague again. That's iconic track for Forza, and really would like to race on that again. Similar to some other tracks that are still missing. I don't really care that much for real tracks. I can race those real tracks in other games. I do like tracks that are made up or or at least that are inspired by another tracks. I really enjoyed Bernese Alps. That's another one of my favorite tracks, Bernese Alps. Prague that I already mentioned. Dubai track that was in Forza 7. I remember there was used to be like a sandstorm there in the middle of the track or something like that. And that looked epic. There was a Rio track in Forza Motorsport 6 and 7 maybe as well. And I remember really like that one. Confetti flying everywhere. It was a very narrow track. So maybe it wouldn't be good for this Forza anymore. Maybe that's why we don't really see many tracks on street tracks here in the current Forza, because it will be quite narrow, and I think they don't want to do that for some reason. Right, it seems like I won't be able to get to. We are in this third place and we're not gaining anything. This is the last lap. And I got still half a second penalty. I can't see myself winning this race. I think the podium, last ever podium, might be the best I can get here. And I got another penalty. That's a pretty disastrous race, to be honest with you. This is a shame because it did look like I would be able to get to the second or even first place. It's the last chance to get to the second, but with the penalty, unless I can, I think we will stay second unless he loses on the last. Nope. Right, third place. Sorry everyone.
Great race.
Or this second place. But I thought he had 0.6. He was 0.6 behind me. So it is second place in the end. That's good. I thought I'm actually square better at it, but no. Alright, so in the championship, after 3 races, I'm first. 81 points. The next one is 62, so that's 19 points difference already. We pretty much got it in the bag. And the next race will be at Sunset Peninsula Raceway. Oh, another fantastic track and another 5 laps. So I'll see you at the starting line. Right, hi, we are back here on Laguna Seca, no Laguna Seca, we were on Laguna Seca, and now we are on Sunset Peninsula. 5 laps, last race of this championship. We skipped the practice, we're gonna go straight to the race. We're gonna start from the 10th position. We don't necessarily need to win this race, we didn't win the last one, but we are 19 points ahead of the second place in the championship, so it should be fairly easy for me to wrap it up and win the championship. Just going back to my previous comments about the tracks, which tracks you enjoy the most. Are there any tracks that you guys enjoy or would like to see back in Forza? Are there any traditional tracks like the real world tracks or the made up ones specifically to the game? From traditional ones that do exist in the real world, I wouldn't mind to see the Red Bull Ring. I really like that track, it's one of my favorite ones. maybe it will be a bit controversial, but I don't really care that much for Monza. It's cool in a F1 game to race there, obviously, but other than that, it's very simple track and doesn't really. I just don't think that it's a great game. It's a great track for this kind of racing, anyway. Obviously, I don't think that we're ever gonna see outside F1 games tracks like Singapore, Vegas, any of the strict tracks, really. So we really only can choose from the real tracks that other series also race on.
Time penalty is 0.8 seconds.
I'll tell you I wouldn't mind would be Kota. Kota is pretty good track, and I think that will work really well in here. It's a Circuit of the Americas. Really enjoyable track. Really like it in F1. And I'm actually surprised that this has never been actually included in Forza Motorsport, the current one. I can't remember if it was in the previous versions. Someone tells me it was, but almost like every race I get a penalty, and those penalties are being counted out quite often now. Again, I got a penalty, I got a 0.8, but that might have been for cutting the line. I'm not so sure because I went over the corner and I had a warning for that, and then I hit someone. It could have been one and the same thing. So we are in second, we're catching up. Still got some time to go, 2 laps after this one. I think we're gonna get it if we don't make many mistakes. I think we got this one in the bank. What I would like to see in Forza going forward is bring back the tours so we can choose whichever tour we want, because I do like them. They're pretty cool. I would like them to change the fact that I have to choose my fuel and my tires each race. Why can't they just set that fuel to match the distance of the race? I mean, why would I want more fuel if it's only 5 laps race? Why would I want 15 laps of fuel? That doesn't make any sense. You know, this only makes sense in an endurance race where you can strategically think about this and put your under fuel your car or over fuel, or put more fuel in your car and then strategically stay longer on the track than others, sure. But in a career race, in those tours, what's the point of that? You should remove that. Obviously, it's too late to implement things like something else in Gran Turismo, where you do different challenges, where you do licenses, stuff like that. Obviously, I don't want them to match exactly like for like. However, in previous Forzas, we did have showcases, special events, where you were racing against some other stuff, like similar to what happens in Forza Horizon, where you race against a train or a plane, stuff like that. We did have those showcases in Forza Motorsport previously. Now they're gone, but we could to see something like that, just to give some different variety to the career mode.
One more lap.
Because overall, I really enjoy Forza. I like how the cars sound. I like how the cars feel. It's all good for me, you know. But Forza kind of missing that little engagement that Gran Turismo has. In Gran Turismo you have so much options you can do. You could do the career, you could do those menus, or you can do those extra menus that are as well. You can do challenges, you can do the license. And obviously you got a very competitive multiplayer. And multiplayer is something that Forza I think is hit on and miss with Forza. So the options for the multiplayer are pretty good. You have feature races, you have specs, you have open races, and the tracks are on like a carousel, so they constantly changing. So you not stick to the same track for a whole day, which I really like. It's just getting the ratings correct, getting penalties correct. That's where it failed at the beginning. Now I think it's pretty good. It's not ideal, but it's never gonna be. Right, so this is it. Winning the championship. The last race is now finished. Going over the line. Finished first. And we're gonna see ourselves on the podium of the championship on the first place. There you go, 109 points. So yeah, fantastic. So this was Forza Motorsport 20th anniversary tour Forza Motorsport 1 championship. The next series starts next week, so you need to wait a whole week for the next video. But I hope this one you enjoyed. Leave a like, make a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next week with more Forza Motorsport. See you then. Bye.